Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today Dora and Boots are at the pool, but they don't have their bathing suits on, so they aren't going in the pool. They're actually going to play a game with a big squishy ball we won at Chuck E. Cheese's. Do you remember when we were at Chuck E. Cheese's? We had so much fun as a family. Let's do the float test. This ball is pretty squishy. Will it float or sink? Let's count to 3 in Spanish and drop the ball. Uno, dos, tres. And the ball clearly floats. Okay, Dora is going to play a little hiding game with the ball. She's going to throw it somewhere in the pool, and Boots has to look for it. Let's start by looking in the shallow end. If you see the ball, Tiny fans, you let Boots know. Do you see it? I think it's way over in the far corner of the deep end. And it looks like the ball is starting to get sucked into the drain. We want to grab it before it goes inside. And we never want to stick our hands into any drains of any pool or hot tub. Oh, luckily we got the ball in time. Good job, Boots. As Boots heads back over to Dora, they notice something else floating in the pool. It looks like the shape of an eel, but it's the colors of a clownfish. This toy is actually not meant to be played with. It sits in the pool to scare away the ducks. The ducks think it's a predator. Thanks for having fun with us today, Tiny fans. And thank you for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. We're with our Sesame Street toys, and they have their pink inflatable flamingo pool toy. This was a gift that came with one of our Lottie dolls. Today, our toys are going to learn to share. Let's fill the sink with some water. And Big Bird will go first since only one toy can fit inside the flamingo at a time. Now, floaty toys should never be used as a safety device, and if you're not a strong swimmer, you should still wear your life jacket while in the floaty toy. Grover and Elmo jump in the pool. Big Bird wants to give one of his other friends a turn. He's going to jump in the pool, but his friends are nearby, so he's going to jump off the other side of the floaty toy. Grover offers for Elmo to ride the floaty toy next. Ooh, it's hard to get in. But he kicks really hard and gets inside the floaty toy. After a few minutes, Elmo wants to give his friend Grover a turn. He hops onto the side of the pool. Grover, it's your turn. Kicks and climbs in. They each got the same amount of time on the floaty toy. It's time to hop out of the pool and dry off. The water goes down the drain into the pipes. And our Sesame Street toys go outside to play. Elmo brought his big ball today. He's not going to play with it by himself. He wants to include his friends and share his ball. They decide to roll the ball to each other in a triangle shape. Grover rolls to Big Bird. Big Bird rolls to Elmo. Ooh! Elmo rolls it to Grover. Great sharing, Elmo. How do you share with your friends? And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today Daniel and baby Margaret are having fun on the big red slide at the playground. Dad Tiger is at the bottom of the slide. He's going to catch baby Margaret. Okay, baby Margaret, I'm ready to catch you. You can come on down the slide. Whee! Dad Tiger and baby Margaret move out of the way so Daniel can come down the slide. But before he goes, we wanted to show you our last day in Germany. We found a local playground. It was quite artistic, made of wood and metal. Can you hear the wind blowing into my camera? It was cold and breezy on our last day, but that didn't stop us from getting some fresh air. There were so many different pieces to this playground. There was a huge silver slide. Looks like it would be fast. And lots of wood balance beams. Some netting to climb. And some swings. What are Tiny Treasures and Tiny Treasures Mini doing? They're on the seesaw. Up and down. They did some balancing as well. As we spend some much needed time outside, we think of all of the different things we discovered in Germany that are different to our lives back home. For example, the outlets were quite different. The plug-in part had two rounded prongs at the end. Now remember, tiny fans, outlets contain dangerous electricity. They are not for kids to play with, and don't ever stick anything into an outlet. I really like the toys in Germany. They seem to be very high quality. Tiny Treasures Mini really enjoyed these metal cars. I also didn't see a lot of plastic bags in Germany. Plastics are overtaking our earth and our oceans. Another thing in Germany we found quite odd is that you have to pay to use the restroom. €1 each. And in the countryside, you could only lock your door from the inside with a key. Another wonderful thing about Germany is how many people rode their bikes. Riding bikes is very good for our air. Another difference in Germany is how they make the beds. Instead of one big cover, there's two separate beds pushed together with their own covers folded on top of the mattress. In Germany, they have cobblestone on their streets. And they have lots of historic castles and buildings. And you know what Tiny Treasures and Tiny Treasure Mini's favorite part of Germany was? It was the special treat of chocolate hazelnut spread that pumped out of the machine into a little wafer cup. And now that our lovely trip in Germany is over, we are headed to the UK, where we visit London. And here comes Daniel down the slide. And thank you for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. We have another Playmobil pool set we've just set up. These have been so popular in our videos. This is our fourth Playmobil pool. And Tiny Treasures Mini still get tons of enjoyment out of these play sets. This set includes many different accessories: a red reclining chair, a white pool bag with pink stripes. Let's see what's inside. A little orange bottle of sunscreen. It's only 20 SPF. Our family uses 30 SPF or more. We don't want to get sunburned. And it also comes with a little silver and white cooler. It has the picture of a polar bear on it. And let's see what is inside for snacks today. Fresh, crisp apples, and they're organic too. A red one and a green one. It's important to eat a healthy snack. And you can't forget fresh water in a reusable water bottle. You need to stay hydrated. The pool has a picture of 2 dolphins and a sun on the side. It looks like a tile mosaic. There is also vines covered in red and white flowers on either side of the post. There are 2 palm trees that sort of look like pineapples on either side of the kiddie pool. And of course, all Playmobil pools come with a big curvy slide. This one is blue. And there's a diving board with the number 3 on it. Little Jack is ready to hop in the pool. He knows he's not a strong swimmer. Last year he would wear a life jacket, but this year, because he's a little older, he's going to wear some water wings. And he is also going to stay within arm's length of his dad. It's important to shower before you go in the pool to wash off your skin. Jack and his dad are going to play in the big pool. Jack is hoping to go down the slide today. His little sister Rosie and their mom is in the little kiddie pool with the big whale. Mom wears her sunglasses to protect her eyes from the UV rays, and little Rosie wears a hat. The brim is large enough to cover her eyes. She has a little seal toy and a red fish toy. We need to add water to the little kiddie pool using the whale spout. We move the lever up on the shower and push down on the blue button, and the whale spout starts to spray. Jack is ready to go up the slide. He climbs up the ladder with his dad behind him. They look at the rules. You must shower before you go in the pool, no jumping in the pool, and only 1 person on the slide at a time. And certainly no food or drinks in the pool. Jack's dad decides to go off the diving board, and then he can catch Jack at the bottom coming down the slide. What a splash! Here comes Jack. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today the Teletubbies are visiting the aquarium. They're at the front entrance and looking at a map. They want to plan out their entire day so they don't miss any of the sea life. Tinky Winky spots the letter A. That's where we will begin. Above the map, they see different times for feeding the fish, feeding the sea lions, and watching the sea lion balance a ball. They notice it's almost 9 a.m. They're only a few minutes away from feeding the sea lions. Before they enter, they notice no drinks allowed and no tapping on the glass because it scares the fish. The Teletubbies' friend Sam recycles his cup and paper straw in the green recycling bin before he goes in. The Teletubbies know how important it is to recycle and reuse when we can. On Deck A, there are already some exciting activities happening. The trainer is practicing with the sea lions for the big show. Charlie the sea lion loves to balance the big orange ball. Kitty and Lala meet the trainer so that they can feed the sea lions. Sorry, Kitty, you are much too big for the ladder. You can only watch. Follow me up here, the trainer says. And be careful. Hold on with both hands as you're going up the ladder. The trainer whistles for the sea lion Charlie. Charlie jumps up. Now it's time to feed Charlie a fish. You hold it just above their heads like this. The other sea lion, Midnight, jumps through the hoop. Po goes to the sea part on the map, the viewing area, where tropical fish swim on by. And look, Po is lucky enough to see the octopus. I happened to notice on the Playmobil package that the little octopus and the big octopus change color in hot water. Now remember, tiny fans, when dealing with hot water, you always get help from an adult. Wow, it's changing quite quickly. It went from bright pink to white and black. Now let's try it with the big octopus. It's bright blue in color. I don't think the whole thing's going to fit in the glass, so I'll just put half of its body in. It's taking a little longer to change color, but I think it's going to turn white as well and have a black head. We'll soak it a little longer. And we get the idea. It doesn't change as quickly as the little one. Let's put the other half of the blue octopus in the glass and change its entire body. And very slowly the blue is disappearing. What happens when we put it back in the cold pool? It doesn't change back right away. And the pink one is already starting to change back. Tinky Winky finds the glass dome. When he puts his hand underneath, it feels like he's actually in the pool. And look, his head appears smaller. Ooh, it's shrinking. Let's try it with a fish. Ooh, the fish is shrinking too. Oh, there's Kitty. Are you getting thirsty, Kitty? Well, I guess that's the end of our aquarium visit. Thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today the Chipmunks are going for a swim in the pool, but we're missing Simon. We were setting up our video and he fell in. So Tiny Treasures Mini is diving in the pool to grab Simon for me. Tiny Treasures and Tiny Treasures Mini know that I always need to be watching them in the pool. Now it's time to go back in, Simon. Tiny Treasures Mini wants to dive for all three of the chipmunks. Alvin's turn. And now Theodore. Let's see if Tiny Treasures Mini grabbed all of the chipmunks in one dive. We've got, oops, Alvin, and we also have Theodore, and finally Simon. Good job, Tiny Treasures Mini. You got every single chipmunk out of the water. We've noticed there are lots of signs around the pool. The first one says, "No drink or food permitted in the pool." That's because if food or drink fall in the pool will be contaminated and they'll have to shut the pool down. There's another sign over here. Warning, no lifeguard on duty. Children under the age of 14 should not use spa or pool without an adult in attendance. And that's what we said before. Always have a parent watch you at the pool. There's also some pool equipment along the side of the wall. Here's a rope. It's blue and white striped. And here is a floating ring. They're usually orange in color. And here's some nets to clean out the pool. And here's another sign. It says danger, no diving or jumping, shallow water. If you dive in shallow water, you can hit your head on the bottom of the pool and injure your head or neck. We only use the stairs to enter this pool. Here's the sign that says, please do not spit in the pool. Saliva can carry many different germs and can make other people sick. Please shower before entering the pool. You want to make sure you're nice and clean so you don't make the pool dirty. Let's give Alvin a quick shower, and then we're going to go on a boat ride. It's important to shower after the pool too. And here is the green and yellow boat. All 3 of the chipmunks will fit. And thank you so much for learning pool rules with us today. And thank you for coming to Tiny Treasures. Oops! Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye.
Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today, Upsy Daisy, Eagle Piggle, Macapaka, and the Tombliboos want to go swimming in the pool. Upsy Daisy just cannot wait to jump in. Upsy Daisy! Oh no, Upsy Daisy! Look at the pool. It's filthy dirty. And even your toy boat is dirty. We better get you out and refill this pool. But first, we gotta get all this pool water out. There's worms in the pool. There's lots of leaves in the pool. And there's even bugs in the pool. We really need to get this water out. Before we dump all this water, Upsy Daisy's gonna fill her watering can and water her plants. We try and save water as best as we can. Time to water Upsy Daisy's fairy garden. Upsy Daisy! Okay, now we've done all the watering of the plants. It's time to let the water out of the pool. Whoa, look at all that water. It's like a river of water. Oh, there goes Macapaka.
Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today Peppa and George are at the pool with Mummy Pig. Okay, George and Peppa, you must shower before you go in the pool. You must be nice and clean. Peppa decides to go into the shower first. She's wearing her pink sunsuit, and George is wearing his green sunsuit so they don't get sunburned. Mummy, I have my life jacket on. Can I go in the pool? Yes, Peppa, we will be in shortly. George must get his blue life jacket on first. And George, you must always stay with me. You are not a strong enough swimmer, and you're too young to be on your own. Peppa decides to jump in the pool. Hey, look at me, she says. The pool is nice and warm. Mummy Pig gets in the pool first, so she can catch George before he hops in. Come on in, George. She gets right in front of George, and he jumps right on into her arms. Okay, now that we're in the pool, George and Peppa, you please practice blowing your bubbles. I'll do it first, Mummy, says Peppa. Very good, Peppa. It's your turn, George. Now I'd like to see you float on your back. Peppa goes first. I love floating on my back, Mummy. George can float on his back too. May I please go on the yellow water slide, Mummy? Yes, Peppa, go right ahead. Peppa climbs up the big red ladder all on her own. Hello, Mummy. I'm way up high. Yes, you are, Peppa. Hello. Here I go. That was so much fun. George, why don't you give it a try? Mummy Pig doesn't think George is ready for the water slide, so they get out of the pool and take George to the kiddie pool so he can play with some of the toys. Peppa finds two of her friends, Emily Elephant and Rebecca Rabbit. A lifeguard is watching Peppa and her friends in the pool, so they are safe. Okay, Peppa, it's time to go. Okay, Mommy. Goodbye, Rebecca Rabbit and Emily Elephant. I must be going home now. It's lunchtime. Make sure you shower. You need to wash off all the chlorine from your body. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. It's yet another day on our Disney Fantasy Cruise adventure. And right now, Mickey has Minnie, Elmo, Donald, Sky, Peppa Pig, and Daniel Tiger at the pool on the ship. Sky is enjoying a yummy yellow banana smoothie, and Mickey is enjoying a fresh strawberry smoothie. Elmo wants to go down the pink slide, but he has to make sure Daniel Tiger is out of the way first. Peppa Pig is snorkeling with her goggles in the pool. Look out for Donald. While the toys enjoy the pool, we're going to go check out some of the shops on the cruise ship. We're also going to ice cream. There's free ice cream up on deck 11. Grab a cone and then pick from 3 flavors: chocolate, vanilla, or chocolate and vanilla mixed together. Tiny Treasures Minnie picks the chocolate and vanilla swirl. Whoa, look at it come out. Not too much. Perfect. And now Tiny Treasures picks a flavor too. Chocolate and vanilla swirl. And after ice cream, we play a detective game on the ship.
Hey, how about dusting off that window so we can see what's back there?
Oh, jolly good! You found more of our puppies.
This proves we're on the right path to catching the villain and finding the rest of the puppies. Keep up the good work.
We found all of our clues around the ship and solved the case. Then we booked some time at the sports simulator where we played digital soccer, hockey, baseball, and football. Right now, Tiny Treasures is pitching a ball to Goofy. We've got to wait until we see the square, and you have to try and throw the ball as hard as you can within the square. Pitch now. After all of those activities, we're getting hungry. It's time to go downstairs for dinner. Tonight's dinner is at Animator's Palette. They have a special activity planned for us tonight before dinner. At Animator's Palette, there are cartoon drawings all over the walls and sparkly floors with lit-up Dalmatian puppies. We're walking to our table. This way, follow the puppies. Tonight's special activity is draw your own character. And with the magic of Disney, we'll see our characters dancing on the screens as we eat dinner. Here's my character. I forgot to give her hair. The kids' menu has pictures of the Incredibles on it. Let's have a look at what the food is tonight. We can have a corn dog, mac and cheese. We decided to go with healthy whole wheat penne with broccoli and carrots. Okay, and we treated ourselves to a chocolate sundae for dessert. And after we're done dessert, we're headed to the Disney Theater on the cruise ship to watch a movie with 3D glasses and popcorn. And thank you for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye.